Alrighty guys, and welcome back in. Today we're going to be spawning in on Hattonfield. Now I am going to let you guys know I am in a duo queue pre-made. We're going to be versing a Huntress. I can see a generator on the left. I'm also going to be running a bit of a fun perk as well, which might actually help against the Huntress. Now I know Michael Myers' house has one of the safest generators available on the map, so I do not want to work on that this early into the trial. I don't think she has the angle, which is good. I'm going to just keep line of sight against her for as long as we can. Alright. Looks like she let go of Chase. That's good for us. I want to go through the middle of the street and work on another generator in the open. I do not want to work on one of these house gens because they are generally in a very good spot. And based on that alone, it's going to be much more efficient for me to be able to apply pressure on the street. That way my teammates can utilize the stronger jungle gyms. Unfortunately, it looks like there's nothing here. There's going to be one in this back right-hand corner, and there's going to be one in that left-hand side as well. That is okay. Looks like I might be a little off. Might be around the wall a little bit to the right. If there's no gen over here, there we go. I was going to say, if there's no gen over here, that would be a wild thing to see. I don't think I've recognized that bench there before. Alright, let's work on the gen. You'll notice where I'm sitting, where I can actually peek down the wall, and I can also watch the left-hand side. It's going to be very important that I point out the fact that the Obsession is being chased by the killer right now. We can tell this by looking at the bottom left-hand side of the screen. Knowing that the Obsession is in chase, we can see the hand moving around. That just tells me that I have two teammates that are unaccounted for, both on full health, that can be possibly applying pressure somewhere. Notice how the hand isn't moving? Based on the fact the hand is no longer moving, means the killer is no longer chasing the Obsession. This also indicates that she could be chasing one of the other people. She could have just ended chase to try and get a stack of play with food. Highly unlikely, knowing the fact that we're versing a Huntress. There are a few different indicators that are coming up right now. What do I know? I know I'm working on a generator in the corner of the map. Each piston on top of a generator approximately represents 22% of what is completed on a generator. It's going to take me 80 seconds to do a generator from start to finish myself. The lullaby has just kicked in. I got to keep in mind, if I try and run down that in a straight line, I'm probably going to take a hatchet in the back based on how it is. We can see the Huntress going for a hatchet on somebody across the map. Unfortunately, she's not going to be able to hear this generator from where she currently is. She needs to come around the back of the house before she's going to be able to hear this. I'm going to just keep plodding along, completing my generator, knowing that the Huntress isn't chasing the Obsession. What do you think the Obsession is doing right now? He's had adequate time to heal himself. He chose not to heal himself, and I have a good indicator that he is completing a generator. And just like that, unfortunately for the Huntress, she's going to be losing 3 generators simultaneously on 3 different areas on the map because she could not keep the heat. This is just one of those showcasing of how important it really is to run corrupt intervention, stopping people from working on the corner gens and then working their way to the center. In a perfect world, it's better to work near the center of the map as opposed to on the edges, especially against a 110% movement speed killer that cannot teleport around the map like a hag can and cannot get across the board or catch people from afar, even though she can down people from afar. That's 4 generators completed in almost a minute window of each other. This Huntress pretty much has almost 0 chance of recovery. She's going to need to hope for some altruism to help her out. In the situation of playing the Huntress, what she needed to do was not overcommit to that chase that she had on the first player. If you cannot get a hit or a pallet in 15 seconds after a survivor, it is going to be very important for your time management to let go of the chase, especially if you're nervous of people completing gens. I highly recommend a perk called Discordance on the Huntress. Now, you can't really capitalize off Discordance, but you can know where multiple people are, and then you need to understand the value of that generator. A lot of people run things like Shadowborn. If you get out of the habit of running Shadowborn and squeezing in Discordance, that's going to allow you to know where multiple targets are. Rather than relying on Whispers for tracking, you can go towards a location that's guaranteeing 2, 3, or 4 people. Also, Barbecue will give you information too. Corrupt will funnel people together. However, I've seen a lot more Huntresses nowadays running Ruin with Hex Undying, based on the fact that is currently what people refer to as the new meta. Now we can hear the lullaby getting a little bit louder, keeping in mind that I do have access to adrenaline if she does try and hit me from the staircase. Unfortunately, we're going to get the generator done in time. We're going to heal through adrenaline, and I thought I could hear a fire then, but that would be incorrect. We got a door on the left-hand side, we got a door on the right-hand side. I can hear the heartbeat getting louder. I'm not sure where she is. She's just standing there looking at a wall. No, she's got somebody in the locker that I think she's waiting to try and get a hatchet on. You can see this guy opening the door as well. Not sure what the Huntress is doing right now. I think she may have just let the game go. No, she's shaking her camera. She knows somebody's in there. Let's see what's happening here. We're going to try and save this person. If it's the injured player, I'm in a bit of trouble trying to do this. I'm going to try and make the sidewall. It's the injured player. It's not over yet. Looks like she's just going to let the game go. Alright. I think that means the Huntress is actually done with this one. Gonna be taking an M1, that's fine. She should have went for a hatchet followed by an M1 to not give me the sprint boost bonus. There's my teammate down. I'm not going to leave him. I'm going to use line of sight though. That was a really good hatchet. I'm surprised it missed me. Alright, I need an ally to heal me so I can make a hook save on my teammate. I don't have Kindred, so I don't have this form of information. I know there was a Jake originally over here. I didn't see where Jake went. I'm assuming he went to the other door. Smartest play I can do is go through the middle of the street, try and find an ally, try and get healed, and then try and make a play for the save. I do have borrowed time, and this is where my new perk can showcase, providing I find an ally that Jake can assist me. Looks like she's filling hatchets, which might be a bad idea for her. I'm gonna go for the other door if Jake gets seen here. Remember, I will get stronger the more people that are injured in the trial because of this perk that I currently have. I can see them both running in the direction towards the door. I'm gonna go back here to the right. I don't know if Jake had borrowed time, but I know I had access to it. It was good that Jake was able to come in while she was trying to fill her hatchets. I'm not 100% sure where the other door... There it is, nice. Okay, we're going to come over here. We can see our other Jake. Unfortunately, he wasn't through the map ready to help, but he might have broke a totem or two. Going to go all the way past. Thank you so much, Jake, my good friend. And we're going to exit the trial. Now, this was a game against the Huntress. There might not be too much to learn in this game, but there might be a bit to learn from the killer aspect. Time management on your chases, how important corrupt intervention is, when to not overextend, how to value the difference between a pallet and a hit and a hook. That Huntress was just in a really unfortunate spot on one of the most survivor-sided maps in Dead by Daylight. And that just goes to show you that even in solo queue, you can have really difficult games, even though I was in a duo queue with one other player. GG's well played, guys. If you're watching this on over YouTube, make sure you hit that subscribe button for more educational, informative DVD killer and survivor content like this. You see, I'm going to walk away, ladies and gentlemen, without even pipping that game based on how fast it was, and I avoided the killer and applied pressure towards the generators that I needed to. GG's, guys, and I'll see you in the fog in the next trial. Have a good one.